All right, what is going on, Team 26? How are y'all doing today? And welcome back to another post-com video. This game footage you're watching is from my stream yesterday. And speaking of my stream, I'm going to be live on my YouTube channel from approximately 10 a.m. Eastern time to 11:30. It's sort of gonna depend because I'm hopefully going to get this video out before that time, but obviously if not, then this preface makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, so let's sort of start to get into this. So basically, I believe it was yesterday. Again, my days are all thrown off with just everything. But dude posted a video about motion controls in the Switch, and in particular Splatoon, because that's sort of the game that we're all like, hey, can we have motion controls, please? But yeah, so basically, and actually let me sort of preface this as well, is that I don't disagree. Okay, well, that's actually not true. As an overall stance, I do agree with Dude that we will, and especially should, have motion controls. But I do think that Dude sort of oversimplified the whole thing. And not, I don't think it was intentionally. I think he was sort of more focusing on why, the reasons why we should have motion controls. But so I just thought that I would make these videos and address some of the counter arguments to his video. So basically, the first one is actually going to be in direct response to his video. Is in it he said he uses the trailer as an example, and this was a very small portion of it. He uses the fact that the way the actors were holding the Pro controller was in an odd way, and so it's sort of looked that there may be motion controls, and this is actually pretty easily explained, and we get this information from a GameXplain interview with one of the actors who was in the Splatoon portion of the trailer. And actually, that being said, I will have both that interview, the GameXplain interview, and Dude's original video, because if you haven't watched at least Dude's video, this isn't really going to make a ton of sense. But yeah, those will be linked in the description if you want to watch it. I recommend it. But yeah, so basically, in that interview, we get the actor who says that he was really the only one who was a gamer in all the actors who were in that portion of the commercial or trailer, whatever. I'll switch back and forth between them. And so he says to sort of, because obviously Nintendo wanted like a real or an accurate performance, they had the actors play Splatoon in like a back room or whatever. So that would sort of explain why the actors were holding the controllers a little awkwardly, because the only way they would sort of know how to use the controller in a way to accurately portray Splatoon would be the same way they held the gamepad, right? So that's sort of explained there. So moving on to sort of the second point here, it's going to look at it from the fact that we know of so many different control options for the Switch. And I don't know if I've called the NX, I hope I haven't, but for the Switch, that it would be really sort of difficult for Nintendo to find a way to implement motion controls into all of them. And so let's just, to run through them quickly, we have the Joy-Cons separated, the Joy-Cons connected to the controller, the Pro controller, and then we have the handheld itself, right? Now, the handheld sort of poses or brings up the largest, the most questions, I guess, or sort of gives, I don't know, whatever I'm trying to say, but let me just start explaining. So, in theory, to use the gamepad, or sorry, not the gamepad, the portable console as sort of like a Wii U type handheld system. I don't even know if I'm making sense right now, but to play it as if it was a Wii U gamepad, right? The way that would have to work with motion controls is you would have to be moving the screen that you were trying to aim with around while at the same time that you're actually aiming. So it would just sort of, I could see it being very difficult to actually aim, especially, horizontally. Vertically would maybe make a little more sense, but I don't know. But either way, so I could just see that becoming very difficult, and you'd really be putting yourself at odd angles. And then sort of my final point for this is sort of taking like just sort of a logical look at it, I guess, like from the point of view of the marketing team. And that's the fact that motion controls in the gaming industry are synonymous with Nintendo, and more specifically the Wii brand, right? Like, the reason that motion controls blew up in gaming is because of the original Wii. And so I feel that now, because the Wii brand it's not looked upon with really that great fondness, and it's more like, oh god, the Wii brand and Nintendo, and it's just like, I feel that if Nintendo really wants to sell the system, they're going to have to sell to consumers, investors, and really just the entire gaming market, that this is not a continuation of the Wii brand. And I feel one of the best ways they can do that is by dropping motion controls. So yeah, I think that's basically everything I have to say. I'm just sort of trying to run back through things. I think I've covered everything, yeah. And yeah, so basically, guys, thank you so much for watching. We obviously had the live stream that hopefully I'll be able to get out, or well, hopefully this video will be out in about an hour, if not less than that. I will also have another video going up later today. It'll be a more traditional vlog. Just sort of gonna update you guys on some things. Update you guys on some things. So either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Obviously, if you enjoyed, please earthquake that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.